All right, let's get into it. Today, we're going way beyond just filing for an LLC. We're going to talk about how to actually build it like a fortress, a structure that's designed for serious asset protection and real strategic growth. You know, so many people think an LLC is just a piece of paper you file and forget about. That is a huge mistake. Think of it more like a powerful machine. If you don't assemble it right, with all the legal, financial, and tax pieces in the right place, the whole thing can just crumble when things get tough. So let's start with pillar number 1, the legal shield. This is the absolute main reason most people get an LLC in the first place, right? It's meant to build a solid wall between your business risks and your personal life, your house, your car, your savings. But here's the thing about that shield. It's not invincible. Its strength depends entirely on how you operate your business. And there is one single mistake that can shatter that protection completely. And that mistake is called commingling. So what is it? It's just what it sounds like. Mixing your personal money and your business money. Paying for groceries with the business debit card, paying a business bill from your personal checking. Anytime you blur those lines, you're giving a court a reason to say, hey, there's no real difference here. And poof, your liability shield is gone. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. When you keep things separate, business problems stay business problems, your personal stuff is safe. But when you commingle, a court can do something called piercing the corporate veil. And that's exactly what it sounds like. They punch a hole right through your protection, and suddenly a business lawsuit can come after your home. Okay, so we've built the legal shield. Now let's talk about pillar number 2, the engine that actually powers this thing. This is the financial system that proves your LLC is its own separate entity. This isn't just about good bookkeeping. It's fundamental to its legal and operational survival. And the core of that engine? It's the Employer Identification Number, or EIN. The simplest way to think about it is this. It's literally a social security number, but for your company. It's the unique ID the IRS uses for everything related to your business. Now, this part is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to follow this exact sequence. First, you get the EIN. Second, you take that EIN, and only the EIN, to open a dedicated business bank account. Third, every single dollar in and every single dollar out of the business must go through that account. This creates that clean paper trail you need for the final step, building a credit history for the business itself. And if you need a reason why this matters so much, here it is. According to experts, a shocking number of businesses get denied for loans, not because they don't make enough money, but because their finances are such a mess that the bank can't even tell what they're making. No clean records, no loan. It's that simple. All right, shields up, engines running. Now we get to the really strategic part, pillar 3, the tax blueprint. This is where we move beyond just protecting what you have and start talking about designing your LLC to be incredibly tax efficient, so you keep more of the money you make. So the first thing you have to understand is that the government doesn't see all income as the same. There's ordinary income, that's money you actively work for, like from consulting. Then there's passive income, like from a rental property you own. The key difference? Ordinary income gets hit with a big extra tax. And this number, 15.3%, this is the one that really hits a lot of new businesses hard. It's the self-employment tax. This is on top of your regular income tax, and it applies to every dollar of profit your active business makes. It can take a huge bite out of your earnings. But there's a way to deal with that, a strategic move for businesses that are starting to grow. Your LLC can actually choose to be taxed as an S-corporation. Now, legally, it's still an LLC, but for tax purposes, it plays by a whole different set of rules. So how does this work? It's actually pretty clever. The S-Corp structure lets you split your income into 2 buckets. First, you pay yourself a reasonable salary as an employee. That salary gets hit with the 15.3% tax. But then, and this is the magic part, All the rest of the profit can be paid to you as a distribution, which is not subject to that 15.3% tax. Big, big savings. So when should you start thinking about this? Well, according to expert analysis, there's a kind of magic number. Once your business is clearing around $50,000 a year in profit, the tax savings from an S-Corp election usually start to be way more than the extra administrative costs. That's your trigger point. Okay, let's get into some advanced level stuff now. We're talking about really high stakes decisions where getting the timing and structure right is everything. Making a mistake here can be incredibly costly and sometimes impossible to undo. And here's a question that trips up a ton of real estate investors. When you're buying a property, what do you do first? Buy the house or set up the LLC? The order you do this in has huge financial and legal consequences. Because if you buy the property in your own name first, you are walking right into a minefield. Your lender might be able to demand you pay the entire mortgage back immediately. You could get hit with big transfer taxes when you move it into the LLC. And maybe worst of all, your personal name is now forever on public record as the owner. The correct way, the clean way, is to set up the LLC first and then buy the property in the LLC's name. All right, what about your car or truck? Should your business own it? Now this one's a little trickier and the answer isn't always a simple yes or no. It really depends on your specific situation. The way experts look at it is this. It all comes down to a strategic risk calculation. You have to ask yourself a simple question. Where do I have more to lose? In my personal assets or in my business assets? You want to put the vehicle and the liability that comes with it in the entity that has less value at stake in a potential lawsuit. So after all of this, what's the big takeaway? It's really about a fundamental shift in how you think about your business. You have to stop seeing it as just paperwork and start seeing yourself as an architect. It's this idea right here. A truly successful LLC isn't something you just file, it's something you design. You are consciously and deliberately architecting it for protection, for efficiency, and for growth. You're not just filling out a form, you're building a fortress. And that leaves us with the ultimate question. A question you have to ask yourself about your own business. Is it just a basic entity, set up to react to problems as they come? Or is it truly architected from the ground up to win? Because at the end of the day, the answer to that question is determined by the design, not the filing.